Assalamu alaikum, guys. I hope you guys are doing good. After a long time, I'm making this video because I was quite busy with my daily routines with some personal issue. That's why. So now in this video, I will talk about ELTS speaking part, which what is very significant, which is very significant role in my life. So before wasting the time, just start with the video. This is the first part where I will talk about things. So let's start with the video. The first question is, are there any things you keep from a childhood? Actually, yes. I have a one thing. That one is a sweater. My childhood sweater. When I was a child, my mother she gifted me on my birthday. So that sweater I have till now. So I love to collect the things. Where do you usually keep things you collect? Actually, I used to collect the things when I was a children. I was quite busy. I was quite interested with the sports game and as well as outdoor activities like a badminton or the cricket. So that times I was quite busy. But after that, one of my friends who gave me the bat. So that bat still I'm carrying on sometime when I'm going home. So while going, I'm playing with the same bat. Would you keep would you keep old things for a long time and why? Yes, I would love to keep old things for a long time because that that old things can give old that can remind the old memory where I have wasted the times and which person is gifted that gift. So whenever I will watch, that will recall me. Apart from it is also a very good if you are keeping old things for the long time. So once you will get engaged with your better half, then might be you can tell him the story, so you can recall that story with your wife. So first part is completed. Now I will go ahead with the second part. So the second part, the cue card is describe activity you usually do that waste your time. Okay. So now I need to 2 minutes, 1 minute for preparation. After that, I will come back with explanation. So the 1 minute is completed. Now I'm extending my cue card. So the in this world, activities have a very varieties, and some people love activities and some people do not. So today I will talk about activities. Which one is cricket? This is crickets where the person who is playing uh, games with the ball. So this is uh, called game, and then this activity is begins in the 2001 in 1984 before the our our Indians who is have the prostitution with the American, so they have built the crickets, and in the India the cricket is very popular and the vast majority of playing these games. This game usually I'm playing when I have the user time or when I have the leisure time. So I used to utilize that times while playing. And then this game is have the very fun, and both sometimes it is very critical if you are getting bat, if you are getting bowling or batting, then it is very funny, and it is very good to build some more exercise to do the with the help of exercise or the things. But as for my views, this is the wasting a time, because there are only if you are playing a one game, then it is taking 2 hours to finish the one game. So this is also wasting of the time. So as I feel that this wasting time can be utilized in the somewhere else, like doing the exercise in the gym, or uh, giving the more opportunities involving in the volunteer side, so that can be a funds, or that can be placing job to the portion. To me, that's so, as I feel that sometimes it is wasting. So now the second part is completed. I will go ahead with the third part. So let's see what are the questions in the third part. How do you balance life and the work? Actually, life and the work have the different path, and that can be managed with the according to the person's schedule and the time limitation. Like, suppose if a person who is very healthy and his life is going very slightly, and he do not have a much pressure, so they can quit the job for a while. But if a person who do not have the strong background, so they have to do, and in the same times they are managing his life and the work. Suppose they are going office, in meanwhile they are also caring about his family, and they are going for the outside, and they are doing the varieties of activities in the outside. The second question is, will you continue doing something when you know it is a waste of time? Well, I would say some activities give the lesson when you are doing activities, but in the beginning time we realize that this is the wasting times. But if we will talk about on the later sides, then that work is that work will realize you that that was not the wasting time. So whatever I have wasted, whatever I have given the times on the activities or the things, that is now I'm capable of do the more things, such as if the person who is resting at times on the badminton, so definitely within 1 years, within 2 years, he will be perfection on the badmintons. On the later stages, he will be a champion on that. So sometimes it gives motivation, sometimes elation, and sometimes it is resting. So I would say sometimes I can do, and it is depends on the activity to activity. What kind of things make a people feel proud? See, if we will talk about feeling proud, there are a variety of things to do to person become a proud. Suppose if a person who is building his body, and he is working on body for the 1 year, then definitely one day he will participate in the any gym clubs or the any competition. Then whatever he will build, then they can achieve. So that period of the times where he have wasted the times with the body, and he one day he will achieve that goals, then he will feel proud. Apart from it, there is also some things to do. Suppose if a person who is doing the study and he is continuously doing the study after giving the exam or whatever they have done. So in the first attempt, he is not attending. He is not able to crack the exam. So of course he will give the more priority. He will give the more option. He will do the more pressure on his body, and he will try to resolve that issue within the year. So in the next attempt, of course, he will achieve that feeling, and that position will increase, and that will give the more proud to the person. So now the third question is completed. Now I will go ahead with the fourth question. Why do some people refuse abide by the rules? See, some peoples are very enjoyable to reveal the rules of the India. If we will talk about the India have many rules, and if the person who is willing to follow the rule, that will be not a possible. Suppose if the person who is going through the roads and they are crossing Jabra without any headlights or without any signals, and then there is also a government penalty, but the person who is not giving. So in every corner of the India, they are not giving more opportunities. Like this rule should be abounded on the portion where they have broken the law, but sometimes it is abide to the portion it should be followed. Like suppose if a person who is willing to do the rules regulation on the code, and he is giving more option to the opposite portion, then they have to follow the government rules, and in the convenience rules they can be win the realization. If, on the other sides, some people refuse because it is it is also some kind of a government's mis, misunderstandable, where the government is giving the more rules on the each and every part. So the government should cut down the some rules where it is necessary, so the person will follow that rules. If the government cut down the rule regulation on the governments, so that can be followed with the cutting rules cutting the rules and making new rules, so the portion can be followed. But in but now the vast majority of the people who is not following in the India. So this is all about the speaking parts. Uh, now now I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching this video.